The past has no power over me. I know that it is over, and I live solely in the present. So let's see our first card. Positive energy. Surround yourself with positive people and situations and avoid negativity. I think that this card is reminding us to be careful of our thoughts and being around people who bring us down. Remember that what we put out in the form of our thoughts comes back to us, because everything in existence is made up of energy, including our thoughts. And if people were aware of just how powerful their thoughts are, they wouldn't want to think another negative thought again. You can choose what energy you're sending out into the universe. It can be positive energy or negative. But you also have to be careful about the people you're around and the situations that you allow yourself to become involved in. For example, I once knew someone who was a very nice person, but he was extremely negative. He was always complaining about life and about everything. And he was obsessed with the idea that the world would end because of a massive terrorist attack, or he thought that we would all die from Ebola. He said, let's just face it, the world is ending and we're all doomed. And I was just thinking, are you serious? He's a very nice person, he really is, but I remember hiding his posts on Facebook because I did not want to be around someone who was constantly negative and complaining all the time. It was just one thing after another and I couldn't take it. So it's also the reason why I rarely watch the news anymore, and I haven't for years. The news is mostly fear-based. Rarely is there anything good ever reported. Well, that's true at least where I'm from. But it's also very important to remember that our thoughts lead to actions. And those thoughts also become our reality. Because someone like the guy I mentioned is operating on fear, they might eventually stop going out, or they might close themselves off from other people. It could lead to a lot of problems and prevent this person from truly enjoying their lives. And we're meant to enjoy our lives. We're meant to be happy and live life to the fullest. So I feel like we're being warned to pay attention to our thoughts and just to keep them positive by staying away from negative people and situations. And one reason is that you can actually take on other people's energy. And sometimes you can even mistake it as your own. So if someone is having a bad day, if they're really fearful and they're negative, you can take on that energy and you can sort of mistake it as your own. So you definitely want to avoid people like that in situations whenever possible, especially if you're sensitive to energies. And our next card is empowerment. You're more powerful than you realize. It's safe for you to be powerful. And this card is simply reminding us of the power of our thoughts. I honestly believe that the mind is the most powerful force in the universe. And it is especially powerful when it's aligned with the heart. Because with it, you can choose to create your experience here in this life. So it doesn't matter if you believe in the law of attraction or not. It doesn't matter if you believe in the power of the mind. Not believing in it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. And it really just goes back to what I was just saying. If people knew how powerful their thoughts really are, they would want to be more careful about what they were thinking. And of course, being human means that we have so many different emotions. We have good days, we have not so good days. So it is impossible not to think negatively. Nobody goes around all day thinking positive thoughts. But it's just a reminder to try to be as positive as you can. Focus more on what you do want, not what you don't want. And I feel like they're sort of saying this as a warning to some of us who are probably creating things and situations that we don't want in our lives with our thoughts. So just be really careful. And our last card for today is music for manifesting. To manifest rapidly, think of your desire while you chant, hum, sing, or play music. So this card is also closely related to the last two. It is trying to help us create positive experiences in our life and manifest our desires by listening to music. So this might be something like guided meditations where you're actually guided to visualize the life that you want and to feel what it is like to have all of the things that you desire. And I know some really good meditations that would be great for beginners. Kelly Howell is absolutely wonderful. She has great meditations. And so does Sarah Hall. And Sarah Hall is actually a YouTuber. So you can search for either one of them on YouTube and you can find meditations from them for free. And you can also do a search on the Radiant Rose Academy. But it's really more important that you find meditations that resonate with you. So it might be Reiki music, it might be listening to the sounds of nature, it might be binaural beats, it might be shamanic drumming, just anything that resonates with you. So we're being encouraged to do these meditations and stay positive to create the experiences that we want in life. And at the same time, we're also being warned to be careful because I think some of us, through our thoughts, through complaining and just being around negative people or allowing ourselves to remain in negative situations, we are creating realities that we do not want. You are so much more powerful than you think. So allow your thoughts to work for you and not against you. I hope you all found this reading helpful. I love you all, and I'll see you tomorrow.